Hi everyone, my name is Zoe Corey, and this is my first ever class that I've ever taken at Mercer University. And I want to share my journey so far with what I've learned, how I've grown, and any advice that I would give to anybody who's starting up just like me at Mercer. In this video, I'm going to be answering some questions. And the first question is, how have you grown? And how I've grown since I've started Mercer is by building a stronger study habit and by learning to adapt to the academic expectations at Mercer. And in high school, you weren't really expected to stay organized, and take it really, really seriously like you are in college. And by being at Mercer, I've learned the importance of staying organized, reviewing, early, and preparing ahead for any assignments that I may have. The next question is, what has challenged you? And the one big challenge for me was cultivating a growth mindset. And at first, it was really frustrating to see what I missed on writing assignments, for example, and to try to fix it and to not get the grade that I was trying to strive for or aim for at the end. And instead of rushing through it and, just wanting to get it done and over with, I stopped, I slowed down, I made sure I took my time to really understand what I needed to fix in the assignment, and maybe ask the professor, what can I improve, or what should I do better in this, if I didn't understand what he was saying in his notes that he sends to me for what I missed and what I should have done. And when I rewrote it and I took my time, I got the grade that I was aiming for at the end. The third question that I'm going to be answering is, what have you learned? And what I've learned is how to adapt to the college life and to use the tools like time management or stress management or study strategies, and even communicating effectively with my professor or my advisor. And I also worked on my critical thinking and self-reflection, especially by recognizing my weaknesses and learning how my personal learning style affects how I take in information. The next question is, what is different now than when you started your Mercer journey? And the biggest difference now is my time management, because before I used to leave things until it was last minute and just rush and do them and just not care about what grade I may get. And now I write down my assignments and I make sure I cross off anything that I finished, so that way I'm not stressed out and I know what I need to do next. And I make time to study and time to work on the assignments as well. The next question is, what Mercer resources have made a positive contribution to your journey? And the Mercer resources that have helped me the most are by being able to contact my professor directly when I need help. And the way that Canvas modules are made so clearly, and making sure it's easy to click on it and go through to make sure I get step by step and read what I need to read all together, instead of trying to figure it out myself and not understanding it and then having to email the professor on and on and on because I don't get where I'm supposed to get to. And that's what I really love about the Mercer Canvas and being able to contact my professor. The next question is, how will you keep your momentum going? And I plan on keeping my momentum going by continuing to use my time wisely, breaking down big tasks into smaller ones, and keeping a strong routine. And staying consistent is key as well for me. It's key is staying consistent always. And the seventh question is, what are some standout moments that you have experienced? And one of the standout moments was learning about Mercer's history. And I didn't expect it, but getting a glimpse of what the university stands for really stuck with me. And it made me feel more connected to the school and its values. And it made me so very proud to be a Mercer Bear today. And the last question is, what advice can you offer to others looking for a higher education? And the advice that I would give to those students who want to go to college and start at Mercer is to stay focused, stay motivated, stay consistent, and to take it seriously, and to make sure you read through everything that you're given and not to skim through it, because it's not going to get you the grade that you were hoping for in the end. And to make sure you stay organized, and to make sure you have time every week to study and to do your work so you don't do it at the end. And to also make sure that you contact your professors on questions you may have about the assignment, or contact your advisors to, ask about any future things that you may want to know about, college and the next step you might want to take in college, and, future things that you might want to take. And that's all the questions I'm going to be answering. And I just want to say thank you so very much for listening to my journey. And this is just the beginning, but I am proud of how far I've already come. And I'm excited to see where my time at Mercer takes me next.